Hey folks, on target training. Today we're going to shoot a drill that's an evolution of Dave Binder's dot torture drill. As lots of you folks know, I use the dot torture drill in most of our classes, both as an initial drill, sort of vet people's ability on trigger and sights, and then at the end of the class to see, after shooting 500 or 600 rounds in one of our classes, see where people are in terms of really dialing in on dot torture. So it's a great 50-round drill. This particular drill, the Bullseye torture, is more focused even than the dot torture is on accuracy. So what we have is we have rings. We have a 1-inch, 2-inch, which is the standard 2-inch is the Dave Binder's drill, and then the 3-inch. So we're using the same process. We're going to follow everything with dot torture, but we're trying to keep them all in this Bullseye. So we're transitioning. This is not a tactical drill. This is not a combat shooting drill. This is a trigger press, trigger reset, follow through drill. It's key when doing these drills to really focus on the fundamentals. I've got to have my structure, my stance. I really want to work the process, and time initially is not the focus. As you develop your skills, clearly you can start setting par times and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. So I haven't shot yet today, so I'm going kind of cold, right out of holster. We'll see how we do. I am going to really work, again, shoot very slowly. I might actually do a time-lapse, speed some of this up, otherwise it's going to be boring watching how slowly I'm shooting. But I'll give you some sense of that as we go along. Let's get to shooting Bullseye torture right now. Okay folks, I am 3 yards from our target. I'm going to be using my M&P 9mm. And we're going to just work on getting good hits. And I'm just going to do the fundamentals of marksmanship. Sight, press, reset, follow through. So the whole process. Okay, this next section, I'm going to fire 1 on the number 9, slide lock, reload, 1 on the number 10. Alright, so if this were a dot torture, if we were just doing the standard dot torture, depending on how aggressively I wanted to score myself, it would either be a 50 or it would be a 48. So the reason it might be a 48, the way I try to score it, is if I break a line on the outside line or on these smaller targets, if I break that line, that means I basically missed the shot. So we're going to take a look at our target here. Okay, so our first section here, we had 4 shots in that 1-inch group, 1 in the 2-shot group. So this next one, 3 shots in the 1-inch, 2 in the 2-inch. This next one, 4 shots, 2 are in, 2 are out, 2 are in, 2 are out. This one we only had 1 in the 1-inch. These 3 are in. This would be, again, as I score it, this would be out. Our 2 shots. We had one. Well, again, depending on how aggressively I wanted to score this, several broke the line. We had a total of 8 shots here, with several of them breaking the line. So again, depending on how aggressive you want to score that, that's up to you. Same thing here. We had two that actually cleared it, and then the rest of them were all in. Again, 2 here, 2 in the 2-inch. This one here. 1 broke the line, 2 breaks the line. Looks like I had 3 that broke the line. So if I were shooting regular Dock Torture, I would call that shooting a 47 out of 50. With this drill, so the scoring, I would score myself if I kept it in the 1/2-inch circle, right? Hit the bullseye, didn't break anything, that would be a point. The 1-inch circle would be a point. The 2-inch circle, right, would be the number of points, and then I'd score that. So that would give me a score. It's a little different scoring system than the Dock Torture, but I think it demands greater accuracy, and therefore it really forces you to focus on the front sight, trigger press, trigger reset, basically the fundamentals of good marksmanship. That's a look at the Bullseye Torture. Again, I think this is a really great drill. I love Dot Torture. It's a 50-round drill, both Bullseye Torture and Dot Torture. This one just is forcing you to be a little more focused on the accuracy and trying to keep all your shots touching. It sounds like it'd be relatively easy at 3 yards, but I'm telling you, it does take good marksmanship skills and certainly a tremendous amount of focus on the process. Certainly appreciate all you guys watching. Really glad to be back making some videos again. Finally, and as always, stay safe.